Hello everyone, welcome to the Crypto Intel channel. Today we'll analyze the price trend of the Hbar coin and pay attention to key levels. Before we start the video, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and click the bell icon so you can always stay up to date on what's happening in the market. It takes you literally a second, but for me it's motivation to improve the quality and level of the videos on the channel. We have a lot to discuss, so let's get started right away. Right now, Hbar looks like it's approaching one of those moments when market skepticism reaches its peak. And ironically, those are often the exact moments when the most interesting opportunities start to emerge. While most traders are focused on short-term pullbacks and getting nervous about overall market weakness, there are still plenty of factors building beneath the surface that could work heavily in Hbar's favor over the medium term. What's especially interesting is that the past few days have brought a correction across almost the entire crypto market. Bitcoin came under pressure due to ETF outflows, the broader crypto market lost several percentage points in market capitalization, and the fear and greed index shifted back toward caution. Naturally, Hbar got caught in the same wave of selling pressure and declined alongside most major altcoins. But here's the key thing. What we're seeing right now is a market-wide correction, not a problem with Hedera itself. And that's a huge distinction. In fact, despite the recent price weakness, there haven't been any major negative developments surrounding Hedera. If anything, the market is still digesting the long-term implications of HederaCon 2026, the expansion of Hashsphere, the launch of CLPR, Accenture joining the governing council, and the continued growth of Hedera's enterprise ecosystem. All of that suggests the fundamental story remains intact, even if short-term price action looks shaky, and that's where things start getting interesting. As of June 6, 2026, Hbar is trading near important support levels following the recent pullback. This is often the type of environment that sets the stage for major moves later on. Why? Because by this point, a lot of the hype has already been flushed out of the market. Weak hands have started exiting positions, sentiment has cooled off, and long-term investors continue holding their bags. If you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, Hbar still appears to be trading inside a large accumulation range. Despite the recent weakness, price remains significantly above the cycle lows. More importantly, many analysts continue viewing the current structure as a late-stage accumulation phase where larger players quietly build positions while retail interest remains relatively low. And honestly, that may be one of the most important factors right now. While many traders obsess over every red candle, the institutional story around Hbar keeps getting stronger. Over the past several months, Hedera has expanded its presence in real-world asset tokenization, strengthened corporate partnerships, gained additional exposure through ETF-related products, and continued growing activity throughout its ecosystem. Those developments don't disappear just because the market has a rough week. From a technical perspective, the chart also looks more interesting than it might seem at first glance. RSI on the daily time frame remains well below extreme overbought territory. That means if buying momentum returns, the market still has plenty of room to run before overheating becomes a concern. Historically, similar setups have often preceded strong upside moves for Hbar. MACD continues stabilizing after a prolonged period of bearish pressure. Downside momentum has weakened considerably compared to earlier in the year, and the market appears to be attempting to build a fresh foundation for a new upward move. Another area worth watching closely is the ETF narrative. Even during recent market turbulence, investment products connected to Hbar remain one of the most discussed themes of 2026. Several analysts continue pointing toward growing institutional demand and expanding ETF infrastructure as potential catalysts for the next major leg higher. And that could become a very big deal moving forward. The market is also increasingly focused on Hedera's role in artificial intelligence. Following announcements involving NVIDIA, Accenture, and broader enterprise AI initiatives, many investors are starting to view Hbar not just as a blockchain infrastructure project, but as a potential participant in the emerging AI economy. That's a narrative that could become significantly more important over the next few years. Looking at the chart, the bulls still need to reclaim the 0.09 to 0.10 range. This remains the most important psychological zone in the near term. A successful move back above that area could restore confidence and create the foundation for another attempt toward higher resistance levels. If broader market conditions improve, the first major target remains the 0.11 to 0.12 zone. That area has acted as resistance multiple times throughout 2026 and remains one of the most important levels on the chart. But the bigger story goes beyond short-term price targets. Right now, many people are judging Hbar purely based on where it's trading today. However, crypto history has shown time and time again that the strongest rallies often begin when the fundamentals are improving, but the market hasn't fully priced them in yet. That's exactly why this period remains so interesting. To wrap things up, as of June 6, 2026, Hbar continues operating in a challenging short-term environment due to broader crypto market pressure. However, the fundamental picture keeps getting stronger. Enterprise adoption, ecosystem growth, ETF development, AI integration, institutional interest. None of those factors have disappeared. In fact, many of them are becoming stronger with each passing month. And if the broader market starts recovering from the current wave of caution, Hbar could easily become one of those projects that surprises investors far more than most people expect right now. Your plans, hopes, and expectations are for it. The best and most engaging comment will be featured in the next video. Just a reminder, friends, informational and news videos are posted on the channel every day, so you won't get bored here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you're always up to date on all the latest news. And if you liked this video, please support me with a like. Your like is my motivation. Thanks to everyone for watching, and see you next time.